Hello everyone, I'm Yogesh Panchal. In engineering graphics and design, today we are taking chapter engineering curves in which topic name is involute and spiral curves. What is involute? The definition of involute is if a straight line is rolled around a circle without slipping or sliding, points on the line will trace out involutes. The another definition of the involute is it is a curve traced out by a point on a tight string, unwound or wound from or on the surface of the circle or polygon. Suppose this is my circle and here this is one straight line, or you can say one string is here. Now by pick up this end at fix at the circle circumference, and if we round a string around a surface of the circle, so this end point goes in different points like this, and after one revolution suppose it is here. So if you concentrate on the end point of the string and trace all the points, you will get this type of curve. This is known as involute of circle. Instead of circle, suppose we have a polygon, square, pentagon, hexagon, and on that surface if you rotate or wound the string, keeping string will be tight, the loci of the end of the string trace the involute of polygons. What is the application of involute curve? So it is used to design the gear tooth profile. So in particular this gear, this is one tooth, and on the periphery of this tooth or the profile of the tooth is in curve form. So it is actually involute of circle. What is involute of line? So for understand this curve, we are going to take one example. Draw an involute of line of 10 mm or 2.5 tons. So we have given one line 10 mm long, and we have to unwound the string from that particular line, and our unwounded ton is 2.5. So draw horizontal line. On that line we mark a 10 mm long line AB. Now P0 is the end of string. Actually string is in wounded condition and we have to unwound the string from this line. So the end of the string is P0. When we unwound the string half turn, we will get the semicircle like this. So the semicircle is of radius 10 and center of this semicircle is B. So this is the involute of line for half revolutions. If we extend P1 and for another half revolutions, so for that we have to take A center 20 mm radius and draw semicircle. This is P2. So up to this involute is known as involute of line for one revolution. Then extend by taking B center 30 mm radius, draw semicircle. Then A center 40 mm radius, another semicircle. And B center 50 mm radius, another semicircle. So this curve is known as involute of line for 2.5 revolutions or convolution. So another example for polygon. Here involute of 25 mm square size. A string is kept tight while unwinding it from a square prism which is resting with its base on HP. Trace the path of end point of string. If 100 mm long string can be unwound in 1 turn, name the path traced by the end point of the string. So here actually we have given one square and we have to unwound the string 100 mm. So for 1 turn and the open string is 100 mm, then the square must be 25 mm. So draw one square of 25 mm side, give the name of the corner 1, 2, 3, 4. Now P0 is the end of the string. We have to unwound it for 1 turn. So for that we have to draw a tangent from 1, means extend 2 1 line, extend 3 2 line, extend 4 3 line and 1 4 line. Now when we open the thread from P0 up to tangent T1, we will get one quarter circle of radius 25 mm. So this arc is drawn with the use of taking one center 25 mm radius and draw arc from P0 to P1. Now center 2 radius 50, draw arc from P1 to P2. 3 center 75 mm radius, draw arc from P2 to P3. And 4 center 4 P3 radius, draw arc from P3 to P4 by taking 100 mm radius. Unwounded string is 100 mm long. Now how to draw normal and tangent in any polygons? Select a point S on the involute, then join S to 3 because this arc is drawn with the use of radius 75 and center 3. So that's why we have to join S to 3. If our S is somewhere here, then we have to join that point to 4 because this arc has a center. And draw the perpendicular line to normal, which is known as tangent. So tangent and normal are always perpendicular. Okay. What is the name of this curve? The name of this curve is known as involute of square. Now another example of involute of circle. A string is wound round a circle of 30 mm radius. Draw the locus of end of the string for winding the string completely. String is kept tight while being wound. Draw the normal and tangent to the curve at any point. So given data is only radius of circle. Okay, so first of all we have to find out the circumference length of the circle. So 2 pi r is equal to 188.4 mm. So let us start to drawing. Draw first circle and divide into n number of equal parts. Here 8 equal parts. Draw horizontal line from bottom of the circle. This length must be circumference 2 pi r or by d. Divide this line also into 8 number of equal parts. Okay. Now this point is our end of the string and we want to wound this string around the surface of this circle by keeping string tight, and this end of the string is fixed at the bottom of the circle. For that we have to draw tangent from 1, tangent from 2, tangent from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now when we wound the string from here P0 up to this line, so here suppose this is P1 point. So what is the distance between P0 and 1? This must be 1 to 8 distance, the distance between 1 and 8. So P1 is obtained by taking one center, here 1 8 distance radius and draw arc on this tangent 1 T1 to obtain P1. Similarly, how to obtain P2? So here 2 center, 2 8 radius, draw arc. 3 center, 3 8 radius to obtain P3. 4 center, 4 8 radius, draw arc to obtain P4. 5 center, 5 radius, draw arc to obtain P5. 6 center, 6 8 radius, P6, and 7 8 radius, 7 center for P7, and the end of the string is exactly P8 here. So up to this we have only the points on every tangents. So you have to draw a freehand curve which are passing from P0, P1, P2, P3, P4 up to P8. The arc must be smooth. This is involute of circle. Now how to draw the normal and tangent? So you have to select any point on the curve S, join S to center of the circle, then find out midpoint of SO line. Then from that midpoint you have to draw one semicircle by taking radius half of SO, and you have to draw the semicircle on right side. Now the semicircle intersect the circle at N. So join NS is normal and perpendicular to normal tangent. Now our next engineering curve is spiral, and we have to study the Archimedean spiral in this chapter. So what is the definition of spiral? It is a curve traced out by a point moving in such a way that its movement towards or away from the pole is uniform with the increase of vectorial angle from the starting line. So here the point about which the line rotate is called pole, and the line joining any point on the curve with the pole is called radius vector. So this is one figure of spiral, and this is the starting point of the spiral. It goes clockwise and it will end at the center of the spiral, which is known as pole. So the rotation of the spiral is known as convolutions. Okay, and from center to maximum radii, which is the end of the spiral, two end of the spiral, one is minimum radii and another is maximum radii. So every Archimedean spiral has maximum radii, minimum radii and convolutions. So if we have three values, we are able to draw any Archimedean spiral. So in this curve, this is a pole or center of the spiral. This distance is known as minimum radii of the spiral. This is maximum radii of the spiral. And what are the convolutions? So if we draw like this, one 360-degree, another 360-degree revolution, and third 360-degree. So this spiral has three convolutions. Now take one example. Draw an Archimedean spiral of one convolutions. The greatest and least radii being 120 mm and 60 mm respectively. Draw tangent and normal to the spiral at any point on the curve. So here given data in which we have a maximum radii 120 mm and minimum radii 60 mm. So start by taking horizontal line. This is one center point O. Take OA and OB distance, which is 120 and 60 mm. Locate A and B. Draw vertical line from O. Now draw two circles here, which are concentric circle. Center O. One circle of radius OA, 120 mm, which is Rmax, and another circle R minimum means minimum radii 60 mm. Now divide the circle into any number of equal parts. Here I have taken 12 number of equal parts. Now the difference between the radius of this circle, one is 120, another is 60 mm. So difference is AB, which is 60 mm. Now because we are using one convolution of the circle, and circle is divided into 12 parts, so the linear moment of the point of spiral is 60 mm during one convolutions, and that is 60 mm. So we have to divide this AB line also into 12 number of equal parts. First of all, we have to put the number on the outer circle 1 to 12. Now divide this AB line into 12 number of equal parts. Now P is starting point of spiral. Now when the point of spiral moves anti-clockwise, after 30 degree, it will at P1, means the point moves towards O one step. Now how to obtain P1 point? By taking O center, O1 radius, draw arc from 1 to up to O1 line, and this intersection point is P1. Similarly from 2 to P2, 3 to P3, 4, then 5, P6, P7, P8, P9, P10, P11 and P12. So every point will goes nearer to O during radial moment. So spiral has a two motions uniformly, linear as well as radial, and both are uniform. Now trace out all the points with curve P0, P1, P2, P3, P4 up to 12. So this curve is known as spiral of maximum radius 120 and minimum radius 60 mm. Now how to draw the normal and tangent? So you have to select one point S on the curve. Then find out the constant of the curve. So what is the equation of constant of the curve? It is difference in length of any two radius vectors by angle between them in radians. So if we take here OP, one radius vector which is 120 mm, and if we take another vector OP3, so what is the length of OP3? 105. And the angle between these two vector is 90 degree, means in radian it is pi by 2. So by equating these values, 120 minus 105 by pi by 2, we will get 9.55 millimeter. So this value is known as constant of this curve. So in normal and tangent we required constant of the curve. So select any point on the curve, then join S to pole of the spiral O. Then from O we have to draw one line which must be perpendicular to SO, and this line goes towards where the radius of the spiral is bigger. So draw one line. The length of this line must be 9.55. Now from this end we have to join S with straight line. This line is known as normal at S, and perpendicular to normal from S it is tangent. So with using this method you can able to draw number of problems regarding Archimedes spiral if you have a maximum radii, minimum radii and convolution of the spiral. Now at the end you must know the application of spiral curve. So here some applications are mentioned. One is clamping device of jig and fixture. So this is a clamping when we tied the screw, the change of the spiral you can see here, shape of spring of watch mechanism, profile cams for automation, and scroll plate which are used in lathe chuck. Okay, thank you very much.